YouTube crew, it is Multiplier here to give you a little bit of an Ableton trick, a bit of a technique to make your percussion wide. So let's say you have a simple bit of percussion in the center, so it's the same sound coming out of the left speaker as the right, so it sounds central. In this case, a simple open hi-hat. Now, what I could do to make it wide is use a frequency shifter. And then there's a bit of a trick, hence the word trick in the title of this video. So, frequency shifter, drag it out, boink. And then what I'm going to do is hit the wide button. So, frequency shifter, wide. And now what happens is as you turn the spread, the right channel does the opposite. So the left channel does exactly what the spread says, but the right channel does the opposite. For example, let's say I typed in a value of 100 Hertz on the spread and press the button, right? Then that means that the left channel would be still frequency shifted 100 Hertz, but the right channel would be frequency shifted minus 100 Hertz, hence the stereo width. Ooh, it's getting weird, it's getting weird. Warning, warning, warning. Right, here is an important warning. First of all, this is technically different from a chorus effect or unison. It's along the same sort of vibe conceptually, but instead of being a harmonic frequency shift, it's an inharmonic frequency shift, and that's why it tends to work well for percussion, which is, in general, inharmonic. Also, even more important, maybe, this completely ruins all your mono compatibility, which you can argue whether or not that's important, but let me show you using iZotope Ozone 7 to do a mono compatibility check. Just move this over here so you can see the mono buttons turned on and my face. Brilliant. Right, let's do it. Zoom. That's not good, that's not good. That's horrible even, that's... Ugh. That's the worst noises I've ever heard. That's useless words. I have no words for this apart from just bad. Basically, the mono compatibility for this particular technique is pretty much the worst of all techniques in the universe. And it's not even hyperbole, that's genuinely the worst mono compatibility of any technique I've ever encountered. And is mono compatibility an important thing to you? Well, that's a whole different discussion for another day, but it is something to absolutely bear in mind when using this technique of frequency shifting with the wide value button turned on. Therefore, the spread does the opposite on the left speaker to the right speaker. Cool. Also, something I probably should have mentioned, which might be a bit of a problem. What was that? Oh, phone. What I was saying before I got rudely interrupted by an email message, an electronic mail message, is you don't technically have to have Ableton to do this effect, because if you have a frequency shifter in a different DAW, like Logic or any of the others, then what you could do is separate your percussion, one for the left speaker, one for the right, and then just simply do a different frequency shift on the left side to the right, manually. So you could do it manually in another DAW, but then again, have you watched this far into the video if you didn't use Ableton? I've no idea. Anyway, just a trick for your brains. Store it in your brain as one of your many, many tricks and techniques you can go to try out when working on your songs and stuff. I've been Multiplier. I will catch you guys on the flippity flip.